Hi, we're live. It has been a long time since I've done a live stream. I think at least a month, right? I think at least a month. Hopefully you guys can see me. I know it's never good to be backlit in a video, but that's kind of the only light I have on in the room, and it looks weird when I turn the overhead light on. So I'm gonna hang out here just a minute and see if anybody pops on. It is 8 o'clock my time over here in South Carolina, so I am ready for bed. I'm on day 3 or day 4 of not washing my hair, so that's why it's up in a bun. Hi everybody. I've got my chai tea and I am ready to talk candy corn party games with you guys. We are supposed to get a big storm, tropical storm rolling in here tomorrow, so the temperature is dropping outside. It actually feels like fall. I love it. All right, let me see if the sound is working. I've got my new computer over here, so I'm going to refresh the screen and just double check that my sound is actually working. Let's see here. Oh, good. Sound is working. Okay, I'm gonna keep that up just in case we have anybody who wants to chat. All right, you guys. So if you are watching, let me know you're here. Give me a wave emoji. Let me know where you are watching from. If you are watching the replay, thanks for hanging in for this minute and 49 seconds of me rambling and talking about the weather and what I'm drinking. Oh, by the way, I got the cutest little Hocus Pocus cup. It says, "Not your basic witch." Look at that. It has my name on the side, even though the font is really weird. And look at the top of the cup. It has a cute little Thackeray Binks cat on it. And let you guys in on a secret. That video, my Hocus Pocus party video that's going to be talking about food and decor, is coming out on Tuesday. I just uploaded it to YouTube, so it is all ready, but this goes along with that theme. I love Hocus Pocus. It's such a good movie. All right, what is you guys' favorite Halloween movie? Mine is definitely Hocus Pocus. I have not seen Halloween Town, but I feel like that is a good movie. And I know that the Disney Channel is playing Halloween Town like constantly live, so you can watch Halloween Town whenever. But Hocus Pocus, we ended up renting. I thought I owned it, but can't find it. Can't find my copy anywhere. So we ended up renting it off of Amazon Prime. All right. I am, for those of you watching the replay, going, "Hey Sean, when are you going to talk about candy corn games?" I have my candy corn right here. There's only half a bag because my husband and my son got into it. So we have half a bag of candy corn to play games with. And I've got my little Halloween bucket here filled with all the other stuff we're going to need for these games. So this live, I will talk about games, and feel free to ask me questions as we go along. If I get a lot of questions and it goes long, then I'll answer them at the end, but I kind of just like to answer questions as they come in. So if you are watching on the replay as well as live right now, let me know where you are watching from. All right, so I got some Hersheys Syrup here. I do have 10 games to talk about today to give you some ideas, but they don't have names. They don't have like official names yet. So the way my game process works is I come up with ideas, I look on Pinterest, I search Google, and I kind of adapt the games in my head to fit what supplies I have on hand, or because I don't really like to go out and buy supplies unless I have to. I like to use what I already have. And then, so after I come up with all the game descriptions, and then I come up with catchy names to go along with them. A lot of my names of my games aren't that great. I'm working on funny games for names. So what you're getting today are games, most of which have no names. So if you think of a good name for a game that I'm going to show you, then please feel free to pop that in the comment section. Okay. Let's go ahead and talk about game number 1. I'm gonna pull that up here. I got my notes over here. For those of you who didn't know, I was without a computer for 2 weeks. I literally just got my new computer 2 or 3 days ago and got it working today because for some odd reason it took 16 hours, 20 hours, somewhere in there to download the new operating system from Apple onto my 2019 computer. So I'm not quite sure what that's about, but it took forever. Okay, the first one, all right, for the first game, I don't want to be getting in this bag all the time. You know, how am I going to do this? How am I going to show you guys games? I don't know. These are my candy corns. Let's see, we're going to stack some of them up here. I didn't think this through very well, but that's okay. We will make it work. Oh my goodness, I'm getting a text. Okay. So the first one is candy corn bowling. So I know you guys, if you've seen my any of my Halloween party games, I've linked the playlist in the description box if you want to see the whole playlist. But I know you've seen these eyeball ping pong balls. They're so much fun. I like to shop for my Halloween supplies the day after Halloween. Actually, after every holiday is when I shop for the next year's supplies. So these were last year's little eyeballs. And then so for Halloween eyeball, candy corn eyeball here, you can set up your candy corns like pins, like bowling pins, and then use your eyeball to flick it at the candy corn. Yeah, live streaming party games. Not as easy as I had imagined in my head. So I will definitely be making a full video with these, but it probably won't be till last year because I'm pretty much done with my Halloween content. This next week coming up, I've got a Hocus Pocus party game on Tuesday, and then DIY, like last minute DIY Halloween costume ideas on Friday, and then we start holiday, like Christmas and Thanksgiving stuff. So this is the last Halloween content from me, but I will use this and make a video for next year. Okay, so that's game number 1. Give me some kind of emoji. What should we do? Ooh, give me a ghost emoji if you liked that first game. I drink chai tea. I make my own. It tastes like the Starbucks chai tea latte. Okay. Game number 2. Okay, game number 2 is called Candy Cane Tornado. Okay, this one I actually had a name for it. Now, okay, so today I set out 2 bottles of water for this game because I needed the bottles. And then I forgot to actually drink the water. They just sat on my cabinet all day. And the only reason I have bottled water is because, was it last week? Our city had a water main break and we lost the ability to have clean water for like 3 or 4 days. It was crazy. Like you couldn't even wash your hands in it, much less take showers or baths. So we did everything with bottled water, and so I still have a case of bottled water left over. But what you do is for this game, you need 2 empty water bottles, okay? And you're going to stick a whole bunch of candy corn into one of the water bottles. And then, let me get my bucket here. Then you are going to use tape, and you are going to tape, so take the lids off. You're gonna tape the bottles together, and then the goal is to shake the candy corn. This is hard because the water bottles have water in it. You're gonna shake the candy corn from one bottle into the other, like the hurricane. You know the little hurricane science experiment things? Yeah, so you'll shake it from one bottle into the other, and so give every player will have one of these setups, and then whoever can shake their candy corn from one bottle into the other bottle wins the game. So that one is a lot of fun. Sorry, I did not drink the water that I was supposed to drink today. Having caffeine before I go to bed is probably not the best idea. Okay, game number 3. Okay, game number 3 I'm titling Unicorn. Okay, and here's why. Here's why I'm titling this Unicorn. Okay, is because you want to, okay, So I have this played two ways. Let me know which way you like better. Either we're gonna balance it on our nose and see like who can balance it on for like a minute to win it game, or we are going to lick it and see if we can stick it to our forehead and see how long we can hold it there. Okay, so this is how, when I come up with game ideas, this is how it works. I usually will come up with 10 game ideas for one video, and probably one or two of those games do not work. So let's see if this one would actually work. Let's try the first one. Okay, so it could be called unicorn, and then we would balance it on our nose. And then you could see like every player could balance the candy corn on their nose, and then you could see who holds it there the longest or who can last for the full 1 minute. You could turn it into a minute to win a game. That's actually pretty easy unless you're talking and laughing. Okay, so that could be unicorn, and obviously it's unicorn because it looks like a horn and it's near your nose. Okay, and then the other option is to lick it. Oh, this is gonna be fun. And then see if you stick it to your head. So, okay. Now it definitely looks like a unicorn horn, but it doesn't really stick, right? It's not like my marshmallow. I have a marshmallow game where you lick the marshmallow and it sticks to your forehead. That one actually sticks to your forehead. This does not stick to my forehead. Okay, so that's an example of a game fail. I'm gonna reward myself by eating that piece of candy corn. Okay. That's good. That's my first candy corn of the season. First candy corn of the season. Sugar before I go to bed. Not my best idea. Okay, we are moving on. What time is it? 8:12. We are moving on to game number 4. Okay, this one is called candy corn on a cob stacking. All right, so this is a minute to win a game. So what you're gonna do, okay, so picture an ear of corn in your head. Okay, and how all the corn looks, that it's all kind of, you know, stacked together in circles around the ear of a corn. Oh, I'm gonna have to move, I'll kind of stack these and then I'll move the camera down so you can see it, because I'm just filming on my phone right now. All right, and you see how, maybe I should turn it this way so you can see better. Okay, I'm gonna show you, so just be patient. Don't get all crazy. Don't get impatient on me. Okay, this is difficult. Yeah, this is gonna be a good minute to win a game. And you see if people can stack their candy corn like an ear of corn in 1 minute and how many people get. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. So I'm gonna tilt the camera down. Is that gonna work? Can you see it? There you go. Okay. So see how they're kind of in rows? So you would just keep building them up until the minute has passed, and whoever has theirs built up most, that looks like a candy corn and has the most candy corn on the cob, wins the game. Okay, I think that would be a lot of fun. All right, if you're just joining in, please let me know you're here. I'm so excited to have you. We're talking all about candy corn games. If you have any questions for me, you want me to come up with some game ideas, you have a birthday party theme or something coming up, let me know and I can help you come up with games. So I like to do that on live chats. I like to kind of help you guys come up with party game ideas. So, okay, the next one I have is candy corn on a stick. Okay, I know, you're thinking, Sean, we see you do this one all the time in your games with different things, and you would be correct because it's just like a universal game. It always works. And you know, you can do a lot of things. So you're gonna need a popsicle stick and the object. This is a minute to win it game. You could do minute to win it, or you could say if you could line up 6 in a row, okay? I'm not gonna be able to talk once I show you this. I'm gonna show it to you and then we'll talk, okay? Oh, anybody else hate the taste of wood in their mouth like this? Makes me want to gag. Reminds me of the doctor when they used to do the tongue suppressor thing. I cannot stand this. Can't stand this. I do it for you guys a lot. We did it with the Valentine's Day candy hearts. I've done it with sprinkles. I've done it with M&Ms. I might have done it with M&Ms. Okay. Bugger. Okay, and you say, okay, who can get 6 balanced on their popsicle stick in 1 minute, and then it's the winner. So some people are really good at this and some people are really bad at this. And this makes it challenging because, you know, the one side of the candy corn is heavier than the other. So that's a good challenge. I like that one. Okay. All right, so we don't need that anymore. Was that number 5 or number 6? I don't know what number we're on. All right, the next one, I'm calling pass the corn, please. You guys ever say that? Like, does anybody ever eat at like a dining room table with their family? And you have like a big table and you're like, pass the corn, please. Yeah. Our Thanksgiving is coming up here in the United States, and we have so many people who come by that nobody can fit around my parents' table. So everybody just kind of sits everywhere. So there's no pass the corn, please. It's usually just everybody reaching and grabbing for food. Why am I talking about that? Oh, because the name of the game is pass the corn. All right, so this one, again, is a familiar one. I've used it with a lot of stuff. We're gonna need a bowl and a plastic spoon. So I didn't break. It didn't break. You guys saw that. It like jumped out of my hand, right? It did not break. This is those Corel bowls. That's amazing because it hit the there's a window right here and it hit the window sill, the window ledge as it bounced onto the floor. Okay. So what you do is you take 2 bowls basically, put one in the middle, and give everybody an empty bowl and put a big bowl. It depends on how many players is to the size of bowl you need. And then everybody holds a spoon in their mouth. Oh, no. Obviously this would be sitting down. You'd sit this down on the surface, not hold it in your hand, but transfer the candy corn from the dishes into your empty dish, just using the mouth and your spoon. The mouth in your spoon? The spoon in your mouth? And yeah, that one's an easy one. You do that for a minute and see how many candy corns people can transfer. Minute to win it. I'm gonna take some more caffeine because, as you can tell, I definitely need some more caffeine. One thing this live stream is lacking is energy, Sean. You need some more caffeine. No. If you're watching the replay, I'm sorry you have to endure this. Okay. I like to have fun. I wish more people joined in on my live streams because I really like chatting with you guys. And seriously, if you join the live stream and especially if you have like an event coming up and you want some game ideas, I can give them to you. Or you could just ask me anything, literally anything, and I will answer it. Okay, not anything, but most things. Most things I will answer. Okay. What is the next one? Okay, here's a game that may or may not work. Remember how we talked before? I put the candy corn on my forehead and it did not work. Here's another game that may or may not work. So we're testing out here for the first time. Always a gamble. Okay, this is where the chocolate syrup comes in. And a paper plate. And we're using these. This is literally my last little kitty paper plate. You will see these at the Hocus Pocus party. Okay, that's coming out Tuesday's video. All right, so the idea I had was to put Hersheys Syrup on the paper plate, right? And then you'd have one person hold it. So divide your players into teams of 2. One person holds the paper plate covered with the chocolate syrup. The other person throws candy corn at it and attempts to stick the candy corn to the chocolate syrup. Will that work? Let's test it out. I'm doubtful this one's gonna work. Sometimes I come up with game ideas, I'm like, yes, that sounds like the best game idea ever. And then I test it out and, oh geez. And it's not. I can already tell this is not gonna be a good idea. It's not gonna be a good idea. Because when I hold this up to show you to test it out, I'm just gonna end up with chocolate syrup in my lap. I did not think this through. Okay, we're gonna do it fast. We're gonna do so fast. You ready? We're gonna throw it, and we're gonna stick it, and we're gonna flip this way, and it's gonna stick. Ready? Mark. Oh, please don't get chocolate syrup on your new computer, Sean. My new computer's right there. Please don't get chocolate syrup on it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, hey, it did work. It works. I did not expect that to work. I mean, it's running down, but it stuck. It helped it stick initially. Okay, so that worked out better than I thought. Hi, Paul. Oh, I'm eating candy corn. I just put chocolate syrup on a plate. Oh my goodness. Should we try that one again? Oh, that doesn't taste good. Chocolate syrup on candy corn doesn't taste good. Maybe instead... Yes, Paul, game for 1. Yes. No, teams of 2. One person holds the paper plate, the other person throws the candy corn. But I'm trying out this game, so it's not perfected yet. It did work. It does stick. It does stick, right? But it does not taste good. But I mean, how many people are gonna actually be eating the game afterwards? Maybe maple syrup would be good, but that's more expensive. So that's why I didn't grab my maple syrup, because I was thinking I like things that are cheap, and Hersheys syrup is much cheaper than maple syrup, unless you use like the cheap maple syrup. That might taste better with candy corn if you want to eat the game afterwards. It should be, yeah. I feel like especially if you're working with middle schoolers, they're going to eat the game. So I kind of like this one. But should it be like, why am I eating candy corn now? I don't know. I don't need any more sugar. Should it be whoever catches the most candy corn in 1 minute on their teammate's plate, like as a team? Should we make it a minute to win it game? Or should it be whoever catches like 5 candy corns first kind of deal? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with this chocolatey syrup plate. Okay. Okay. Minute to win it. Yeah, I feel like minute to win it is always good, because sometimes the games can go too long and people are like, okay, when is this game going to end? You know? Yeah. Okay, minute to win it. That's what we'll make it. Paul, I was saying, so I am gonna put these games into an official video, but it won't be this year. I'm gonna wait till next year to put it into an official video. So, because this is how my process for coming up with games works. I'm just doing it in front of you, Paul, and whoever watches the replay. Thanks so much for hopping on. It really means a lot to me. Paul has a YouTube channel as well for youth ministry and ministry professionals. So when this is over with, Paul, people randomly find my videos. So I am going to pop your YouTube channel in the description box, or should I put it in the comments? I'll either put it in the comment section or the description box, or both. So people can find you if they're into youth ministry. Okay. All right, so let's move on here. Okay, so the next game I have not really come up with a name for it. Okay, so I don't know. It might be like Follow the Yellow Brick Candy Maze, with like maze spelled M-A-I-Z-E for corn. So but it seems like a really long game title. So I'm not sure about the title of this game, but basically it would be to create a candy corn scavenger hunt. Remember, what is that fairy tale where the kids follow the Hansel and Gretel. Do you remember this? You know the story of Hansel and Gretel, where they follow the breadcrumbs that is it a witch or just an old lady leaves in the woods? I think it's a witch that leaves a trail of breadcrumbs and the kids follow it. Ooh, Amazing Race. Paul, that's perfect. Thank you. That's a great name. Amazing Race. Still with that play on the word maze. I love it. Okay, so with a scavenger hunt, so you could do this different ways. You could literally leave candy corn trills throughout your play area, depending on the age of your children. So the younger kids, I think, would actually physically like a physical trill, and then have it lead to a special prize, or have it lead to clues as to where the next one is. So you could leave like a trail of candy corn that would lead to the first clue, and then once you get to the first clue, then that would lead you to the next one, and you could have candy corn each station. You could vary your candy varieties and have it be a clue with a different Halloween treat beside it, until you get to the end, you know, have the location be something with a big prize for your play area for your party. So it just depends on like the age of your kids and the space that you have to work with. But a candy corn scavenger hunt that's called, what did we say, amazing, would be, that would be a lot of fun. Yay, I love it. And amazing race. Scavenger hunts are really popular. I feel like lots of people search for scavenger hunts. I've been seeing all different things pop up on Pinterest lately. Speaking of Pinterest, I am blowing up on Pinterest. I don't know what I'm doing right, but I'm doing something correct over on Pinterest, because I have gotten a skyrocket of views over on Pinterest. So if you're not following me on Pinterest, I'm gonna pop that link in the description box when we're done here, because lots of ideas over there. Todd, hi, Todd, candy corn. I literally just ate you missed it. I literally just ate my first candy corn of the season live. My husband and son ate half the bag, so they left me with the other half for tonight's live stream. All right, we are almost done. Let's see, let's see, games. Okay. So I like to do this one. I've played this game before. It works really well. I've played it with the Sweetheart candies for Valentine's Day. I played it with M&Ms. Basically, you can do this game any month, but what you're gonna need is a straw and your candy corn. And I'm gonna pull my calendar off the wall here so I can get it. Okay. And an October calendar, obviously a blank one, not with all my sticky notes. You guys are seeing my process for coming up for scheduling videos right now, secret behind the scenes videos process. But what you do is give everybody a copy of the October calendar, give everybody a straw, paper, or reusable preferred. That would be cute, because then if you're doing this for like a church or something, or a party where you have lots of party guests, you could just have everybody take home a reusable straw. That would be a great idea. But paper straws are cheap. And then what you do is you have to suck up the candy corn, and then whoever can put the candy corns with their straw on all 31 days of the calendar, whoever does that the fastest wins the game. So that's a really good one. I'm not going to demonstrate that one for you because I literally have no surface in front of me. I did not plan that out too well. Let me hang my calendar back up because I can just see videos. Oh, now you're getting a view of my armpit. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh no, it's not going to hang up. I'll have to put it on the floor. Okay. Live streaming, right? Everything happens. Okay, let's test this out and make sure that I can indeed pick up a candy corn with a straw. Okay, you can, but it's a little difficult. So I'm wondering, would smoothie straws work better? Because the hole is so tiny here, would a smoothie straw work better because they are thicker, therefore helping you? Yeah, see, sometimes games don't work out. Sometimes I get these great games in my head and then I go to test them and they don't work out. Like I was saying earlier, my process is I'll come up with 10 games and then 1 or 2 of them out of that 10 don't work, don't end up working. So I always plan more to film and try out more games than actually, that's why I usually stick with 3 games per video and do 2 videos. What was that, Paul? Let's see, Paul says, how about something sticky gum? Yeah, well, I was trying to use, you know, candy corn themed games, Paul. Yeah, I was trying to think, is there, I mean, I already did, I don't know if you guys were here for that one, but I did the popsicle stick one where you balance on the popsicle stick. Oh, put gum on the bottom of the straw. Yeah, if I had some gum, I'd want to test that out. That's a good one. I'll have to test that one out, Paul, and see if that works. Because a straw, I've done the M&Ms. Those work perfectly. I've done the Valentine's Day candy hearts. Those work great. You know, you could just break these up into pieces. I wonder if that would work. Like, if you just... But then when kids accidentally suck up something too small. I don't know. See, that works. Yes, it fell off because you can only hold your breath for so long. But if you broke it up into pieces, if you broke your candy corn up into pieces, that would work with the straw. So you could still do it that way. But then if you were the unlucky person who ended up with the bigger end of the candy corn, then you're kind of out of luck. So I like to, you know, working in children's ministry, you always have to adapt and think on your toes for something else, right? Paul knows what I'm talking about. Okay, well, there's that one. Okay, when did you guys, let's see, what did you guys not see? Did you guys see the candy corn stacking game? Where you stack it to look like a piece of corn. That was corn on the cob. Candy corn on the cob stacking one. And then we talked about the unicorn one where you balance one on your nose. And then let's see what else we did. Oh, we talked about the tornado. Candy corn tornado with 2 empty bottles, some tape, and candy corn in one, and you shake it into the other. And then we talked about candy corn bowling, which was using, where'd my ping pong ball go? Which was using a ping pong ball and candy corn as pens. This is like the quick a recap of what I talked about. And let's see, we did the candy corn with the chocolate syrup on the plate. And I think that was it. I think that was it. Can you guys think any other games to play with candy corn? Paul has got a creative mind over there on his YouTube channel, Paul Turner. Todd Autry also has a YouTube channel that's all about snakes. I know, snakes. You're like, no, I'm not gonna go watch that channel, but I highly recommend you do because you learned something. Today I learned from Todd's channel that copperhead snakes will use their tail to lure their prey to them, and that they are a lot more docile than we give them credit for, and I shouldn't be as scared of them because they're usually around us and we don't even know it. So if you have a fear of snakes like I do, Todd has a great channel. I will post his channel down in the description box when this is over because I like to support other YouTubers. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, that's it. Unless you have some questions or you have a theme coming up and you wanna, I'm more than happy to brainstorm with you on upcoming themes. If you have a party or something coming up, I can do that. I like doing that on, I'm not good at coming up with names for games, but I can usually come up with some fun games to play off the top of my head. All right, and if you guys did not see my video for today, it was a very personal one. I know that Todd watched it. Okay, yeah, I tried that. Oh, sorry, I just stopped what I was saying to read Paul's comment. Yeah, like the cookie face one where you work it down your head. Yeah, it doesn't stick to your, it doesn't, I feel like it's too small for that. Does that make sense? Here, let me have my glass off. I feel like candy corn, whereas a cookie stays on your head a little better. but the candy corn, like you can't move it. Like it kind of clings. I don't know. I don't think that one does not work as well. I look ridiculous. No, I do. I know I look ridiculous. I've seen my face after cookie face. It's not pretty. I don't think that is work. It's like, and it's not even, you know, like it's heavier on one end. So earlier you missed it, Paul. I tried to do the one where you lick it and stick it on your forehead. That didn't work like you do with a marshmallow if you've done the sticky forehead challenge. And it does not work with the candy corn either. Yeah, no traction. Or too much. It was kind of sticking, but not, I don't know, not really. What was I saying? Oh, my video that I posted today was very personal. It was about taking the Ancestry DNA kit. So if you're interested in that one, go check that one out. I did do a good clickbaity thumbnail. I'm very proud of myself for creating that thumbnail. It's a true thumbnail. It's true clickbait. And then Tuesday I'll have the Hocus Pocus party video coming out, and Friday is last minute DIY costumes, Halloween costumes, and then that's the end. That's the end of the Halloween content. And then we're on to the rest of the holidays, mostly Christmas. Hey Paul, do you do a Halloween party or anything like that at your church? Do either of you, Todd, if you're still on here, do you do Halloween? Do you guys celebrate Halloween at your church? Because I know some churches don't do that, but thankfully I've been blessed to serve churches and attend churches that are good with Halloween. Okay. Oh, you do a harvest festival? Yeah. I feel like we don't ever call it Halloween festival, right? Even though everybody dresses up. Harvest festival, yeah, or fall festival. That's cool. I like doing the trunk or treats too. The last church I served, I did a Facebook ad for it for a whole community, and oh my goodness, we had somewhere around 500 people come out for the trunk or treat, and we ended up having to clear out our local CVS and Walmart of candy. It was incredible. It was so much fun. I love doing like big events for the community. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, I'm sure you know, but it's a lot of fun. All right, well, I am going to sign off. Thank you guys so much for showing up, Todd, Paul, and anybody else who is popping in and out, because I see you. I see you popping in and out of the live stream. And thank you guys so much for all of you who are watching the replay. I hope this was helpful. And yeah, I will see you in my Tuesday video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Bye.